What's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome in. Everyone double tap your screens. Let's get to 50 likes. Comment your name down in the chat if you want a shout out. We're going to be doing shout outs tonight. All you got to do is hit that sub button and comment your names in the chat for a shout out. That's all you got to do, guys. Everyone double tap your screens. Let's get to 50 likes. What's up, what's up? My day was good. How was yours? Comment your guys' names down in the chat. Hit that sub button if you want a shout out. Let's try and get to 50 likes, guys. Let's go. Let's get to 20 likes. 4 more likes, guys. At 25 likes, I'm going to start giving you guys shout-outs. We need 9 more people to hit that like button. Everyone double tap your screens. Hit that sub button. Comment your names in the chat. We're going to start some shout-outs in a second. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, guys. Let's get to 25 likes. Thank you so much for joining. Everyone hit that sub button. Comment your names in the chat. We're going to start shout-outs in just a second. All right, let's go. Guys, comment your names down in the chat. Hit that sub button. That's all you got to do for shout out. Let's go, let's go. If you donate, you get your name on the hat. Shout out to Musa for subscribing. Shout out to Gracie's Art for subscribing. Thank you so much. Thank you, Iris, for subscribing. Thank you, Salman, for subscribing. Thank you, Iris, again, for subscribing. Guys, comment your names down in the chat. Hit that sub button. Shout out to Musa for subscribing. Shout out to Awesome for subscribing. Shout out to Shaylee for subscribing. Thank you so much. Shout out to Sean for subscribing. Victoria for subscribing. Shaylee for subscribing. Claire for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want to shout out. Thank you so much, guys. Everyone hit that like button. Let's try to get to 25 likes. 3 more people hit that like button. Shout out to King Bob for subscribing. Thank you so much, King Bob. Shout out to Solomon for subscribing. Shout out to Alan for subscribing. Guys, if you want to shout out, all you got to do is comment your names down in the chat and hit that sub button. Shout out to Lizzie for subscribing. Shout out to Lisa for subscribing. Shout out to Elliot for subscribing. Thank you so much. Guys, comment your names down in the chat. Hit that sub button. Let's go. Let's get to 50 likes. Everyone double click your screens. Shout out to Ava for subscribing. Melissa for subscribing. Luz for subscribing. Abrielle for subscribing. Graceland, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, Ava, for subscribing. Thank you, Lim Yoli. Shout out to Elliot for subscribing. Thank you so much, Izzy, for subscribing. Shout out to Awesome for subscribing. Shout out to Emily for subscribing. Guys, comment your names down in the chat. Hit that sub button. Once we get to 50 likes, I'm going to start doing more shout outs. We finished 1 row so far. 50 likes, I'm going to do more shout outs. All you guys got to do is double tap your screens and hit that sub button. Everyone do this. Double click your screens to like up the stream. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. Let's try to 291,000 tonight. Everyone hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat. Let's go. If you donate, I'll write your name in Sharpie on this hat right here. Also. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Guys, comment your names in the chat. Hit that sub button. We're 9 likes away from 50 likes. Let's go. Shout out to Roman for subscribing. Shout out to Franco for subscribing. Shout out to Ellie for subscribing. Shout out to Natalie for subscribing. Shout out to Loa for subscribing. Shout out to Ashlyn for subscribing. Thank you so much. Shout out to Ada for subscribing. Quinn, thank you for subscribing. Bella for subscribing. Ashlyn, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, Ellie, for subscribing. Appreciate you so much. Penelope for subscribing. Elliot for subscribing. Noah for subscribing. Shout out to Ashley for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out. That's all you got to do for a shout out. Let's try to get to 291,000. Everyone do me a favor. Also, double click your screens. Let's try and get to 50 likes. We need 6 more likes, guys. Let's go. Shout out to Shaylee for subscribing. Shout out to Elliot for subscribing. Shout out to Corbin for subscribing. Shout out to Kaylee for subscribing. Adeline for subscribing. Ellie for subscribing. Shout out to Penelope for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button, comment your names in the chat. We need 15 more for 290.8, guys. Let's go. Hit that subscribe button and comment your names in the chat. That's all you got to do for a shout out if you want one. Shout out to Parker for subscribing. Shout out to Jaden for subscribing. Guys, if you donate, you can get your name on the white hat and Sharpie. That's all you got to do for your name on the hat. Shout out to Adeline for subscribing. Thank you so much. Shout out to Stacy for subscribing. Shout out to Shaylee for subscribing. Thank you so much. Jolian for subscribing. Let's go, guys. Thank you so much for 290.8. Guys, everyone hit that subscribe button and comment your names. Spam comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out. Let's go. Shout out to Ellie for subscribing. Gertie for subscribing. Kayla for subscribing. Keller for subscribing. Rosie, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, Emmanuel, for subscribing. Thank you, John Nero, for subscribing. Thank you, Vion, for subscribing. Thank you, Maddie, for subscribing. Hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out, guys. Thank you so much. Everyone do me a favor, double click your screens like this. Let's get to 100 likes. Everyone double tap your screens like this. Whoever donates first, I'll subscribe to you. That's my new offer. Whoever donates first, I will subscribe to your channel, give you a big shout out, and you'll also get your name on the hat if you donate. Shout out to Jerry for subscribing. Shout out to EJ for subscribing. Shout out to Sage for subscribing. Shout out to Ben for subscribing. Shout out to Otto for subscribing. Shout out to EJ for subscribing. Nyla for subscribing. Diesel for subscribing. Shaylee, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, Ben, for subscribing. Thank you, Harris, for subscribing. Thank you, Jerry, for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want to shout out. Everyone do me a favor. Double click your screens like this. Let's get to 100 likes. Everyone double tap your screens. Thank you so much. Shout out to Ellie for subscribing. Shout out to Karen for subscribing. Thank you so much, Karen. Shout out to Hoyt for subscribing. Shout out to Janero for subscribing. Shout out to Ali for subscribing. Jay for subscribing. Thank you guys so much. Hit that sub button. Comment your names in the chat. That's all you got to do for a shout out, guys. All you got to do for a shout out. Shout out to Karen for subscribing. Shout out to Ken for subscribing. Shout out to Shaylee for subscribing. Sophia, thank you for subscribing. Let's go, guys. Everyone hit that like button as well. Let's get up to 100 likes. Thank you guys so much. Everyone double click your screens. Double tap your screens. Shout out to Hunty for subscribing. Shout out to Jason for subscribing. Shout out to Scorner for subscribing. Thank you so much. Shout out to Hunter for subscribing. Shout out to Aubrey for subscribing. Shout out to Hunter again for subscribing. Shout out to Angel for subscribing. Mary Pila for subscribing. Shout out to Hoyt Loader for subscribing. Shout out to Shaylee for subscribing. Thank you so much. Shout out to Hunty for subscribing. Shout out to Janero for subscribing. Shout out to Karen for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat. That's all you got to do for a shout out. All you got to do is hit that sub button and comment your names in the chat. That's all you got to do. Everyone do me a favor and double tap your screens like this. Let's try and get to 100 likes on the stream. Everyone double tap. If you donate, you will get your name on the white hat and Sharpie, and first person to donate gets me to subscribe to them. All you got to do to donate is... Wait, hold up. Why is donating not even showing up? Weird. Whatever. Shout out to Amelia for subscribing. Shout out to Emma for subscribing. Thank you so much. Elizabeth for subscribing. Shout out to Luke for subscribing. Thank you so much. Shout out to Max for subscribing. Shout out to Luke for subscribing. Emma, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, Musa, for subscribing. Thank you, Alexandra, for subscribing. Thank you, Amelia, for subscribing. Thank you, Jans, for subscribing. Thank Thank you, Gracie's, for subscribing. Thank you, Rose, for subscribing. Shout out to Shaylee for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out. Thank you guys so much. Let's go. Everyone double click your screens. Let's try and get to 150 likes. Everyone hit that like button. Thank you so much. Shout out to Malachi for subscribing. Shout out to Freya for subscribing. Shout out to Ariel for subscribing. Shout out to Adolph for subscribing. Shout out to John Nero for subscribing. Shout out to Shaylee for subscribing. Shout out to Mabry for subscribing. Thank you so much. Shout out to Fiona for subscribing. Shout out to Ariel for subscribing. Andrew for subscribing. Reagan, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, Janero, for subscribing. Asbo Jack for subscribing. Thank you, Ariel, again, for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out. Shout out to David for subscribing. Musa for subscribing. Kyla, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, Giovanni, for subscribing. Thank you, Manha, for subscribing. Bella, for subscribing. Ariel, for subscribing. Torin, for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out. Shout out to Macy. Shout out to Emma for subscribing. Thank you guys so much. If you guys haven't already, go follow my TikTok. I just got TikTok, guys. Go follow it if you haven't already. Shout out to Emma for subscribing. Thank you so much, Emma. Shout out to Leon for subscribing. Kyla for subscribing. Gwen for subscribing. Kurtivon for subscribing. Lillian for subscribing. Kyla for subscribing. Ariel, thank you so much for subscribing. AJ, thank you for subscribing. Dave, thank you for subscribing. Parker, thank you for subscribing. Catherine, thank you for subscribing. Gracie for subscribing. Guys, comment your names down in the chat. Hit that sub button if you want to shout out. We're 150 away from 291,000, guys. Let's go. Let's get there. Shout out to Ari for subscribing. Shout out to Michaela for subscribing. Shout out to T-Pie for subscribing. Shout out to Tiana for subscribing. Shout out to Uriel for subscribing. Shiloh, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, Peyton, for subscribing. Thank you, Parker, for subscribing. Guys, comment your names down in the chat. Hit that sub button for a shout out. Shout out to Joseph for subscribing. Peyton for subscribing. Shout out to Ali Mayer for subscribing. Shout out to Uriel for subscribing. Jordan, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, Shaylee, for subscribing. Thank you, Jordan, again, for subscribing. Thank you, Ava, for subscribing. Thank you, Naomi, for subscribing. Thank you, Taylor, for subscribing. Thank you, Ben, for subscribing. Thank you, Matthew, for subscribing. Thank you, Jeremy, for subscribing. Thank you, Ben, for subscribing. Zoe, for subscribing. Jeremy, for subscribing. Shaylee, for subscribing. Guys, comment your names down in the chat. Hit that sub button if you want a shout out. That's all you got to do for a shout out, guys. Everyone comment your names down in the chat. Hit that sub button. Shout out to Joseph for subscribing. Shout out to Bella for subscribing. Shout out to Jake for subscribing. Shout out to Bailey for subscribing. Shout out to Dakota for subscribing. Anthon for subscribing. Bella for subscribing. Parker for subscribing. Emily for subscribing. Dakota, thank you for subscribing. Bella for subscribing. Guys, if you want to shout out, all you got to do is comment your names down in the chat. Hit that subscribe button. Let's go. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to Autumn for subscribing. Thank you so much. Elias for subscribing. Bella for subscribing. Autumn for subscribing. Noel for subscribing. Lucas for subscribing. McKay for subscribing. Thank you, Avriel, for subscribing. Parker for subscribing. Bella, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, Parker, again, for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want to shout out. That's all you got to do. Shout out to Anthony for subscribing. Avery for subscribing. Bella for subscribing. Zach for subscribing. Donna for subscribing. Ruby, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you, Nemat, for subscribing. Zoo for subscribing. Ava for subscribing. Appreciate you guys so much. Let's go, let's go. Shout out to Rebecca for subscribing. Shout out to Bella for subscribing. Shout out to Lily for subscribing. Shout out to Emily for subscribing. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to Morgan for subscribing. Shout out to Hugo for subscribing. Shout out to Bella for subscribing. Shout out to Michelle for subscribing. Emily for subscribing. Emil for subscribing. Morgan for subscribing. Grace, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, Hugging, for subscribing. Shout out to Shia for subscribing. Thank you so much. Shout out to Dakota for subscribing. Shout out to Bella for subscribing. Shout out to Kuno for subscribing. Shout out to Samara for subscribing. Shout out to Emil C for subscribing. Cool for subscribing. Cody for subscribing. Ramsey, thank you for subscribing. Luna for subscribing. Bella for subscribing. Ben for subscribing. Ramsey for subscribing. Mary for subscribing. Bella again for subscribing. Luna, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, Ben, for subscribing. Thank you, Ben again for subscribing. Luna for subscribing. Other Ben for subscribing. Bella for subscribing. Morgan for subscribing. Adeline for subscribing. Rich for subscribing. Thank you so much. Matthew, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate you so much. Shout out to Morgan for subscribing. Adeline for subscribing. Thank you, Bella, for subscribing. Thank you, Victor, for subscribing. Thank you, Marcus, for subscribing. Thank you, Violet, for subscribing. Thank you, Taylor, for subscribing. Thank you, Christine, for subscribing. Thank you, Mila, for subscribing. Thank you, Bella, for subscribing. Thank you, Ben, for subscribing. Thank you, Tyler, for subscribing. Thank you, Ben, again, for subscribing. Thank you, Violet, for subscribing. Thank you, Lily, for subscribing. Thank you, Mia, for subscribing. Guys, comment your names in the chat. Hit that sub button for a shout out. Shout out to Mariah for subscribing. Taylor for subscribing. Thank you so much. Bella for subscribing. Violet, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, Ben, for subscribing. Thank you, Landon, for subscribing. Thank you, Crew, for subscribing. Thank you, Eliza, for subscribing. Thank you, Miguel, for subscribing. Thank you, Naomi, for subscribing. Thank you, Jalen, for subscribing. Thank you, Crew, for subscribing. Tiana, for subscribing. Caden, for subscribing. Thank you, Mason, for subscribing. Thank you, Thasos, for subscribing. Guys, comment your names in the chat. Hit that sub button for a shout out. Shout out to Leah for subscribing. Thank you so much. Shout out to Bella for subscribing. Shout out to Ruby for subscribing. Shout out to Jason for subscribing. Thank you so much. Thias for subscribing. Thank you, Braden, for subscribing. Thank you, Dash, for subscribing. Thank you, Jason, for subscribing. Thank you, Emil, for subscribing. Pila, for subscribing. Taylor, for subscribing. Rin, for subscribing. Oh. Alright, guys, I'm going to hop off live stream. I'm very tired, but I posted a vlog today, this morning. If you guys don't want to go watch that, I'd appreciate it. Let me show y'all. Right here. This vlog right here has 277 views. I'd appreciate if you go watch that. And I posted a bunch of shorts today, so if you want to go like them up, watch them, I'd appreciate it. But I will see y'all tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Also, if you haven't already, go follow my TikTok, guys. It's in my community post. I linked to the TikTok. But anyways, I'll see y'all later. God bless. Thank you so much for joining. See y'all.